Hi. So it's been a few weeks, but things have changed. Things have gotten intense and weird and frustrating, and I want to tell you guys about it. So I've been hospitalized. You can tell there's a white wall behind me. I mean, my God, it's got to be the hospital. So I was in the ER a few days ago, and there was a gentleman. We'll call him a gentleman for now. We'll call him Fathead a little later. So this gentleman would come to my room and open my door and look in and just stand there smiling with this dumbass smile on his face. And then, I would report it to the nurses, and I started getting really frustrated with him and saying, just like, get out. And I told him to fuck off, it made me feel unsafe. Like, why is he just coming to my door, literally opening a closed door to look into one of the girls' rooms? It's just weird. And I didn't know him, and I didn't need him doing that. Like, it's been invading my space personally. So I complained multiple times to the nurses, and they pretty much told him to respect me, to leave my room alone. That's what happened. And then, what was it? Saturday morning. Boy! Saturday morning, pop! About 8 o'clock, he opens my door again. And he's got this big smile on his face, like a stupid asshole smile. And I start getting up to run and go tell the nurses that he's in my door again, like tell them to give away. And instead of being able to really get up, he charges at me, boy, and pushes me back into the bed, gets on top of me, and starts trying to force himself on me. And I start screaming bloody effing murder. Like, I just screamed. My throat hurt so much afterwards because I was screaming. And I tried to push him off and get him off of me. I wasn't able to, but finally I used my legs to kind of like push him, and he went up against the wall. And then the nurses came in, and that's the end of the story, at least the end of that part of the story. If you consider the kind of assault itself would be that, what an asshole. We'll call him Fathead from now on, because he's got a big head, so he deserves it. So because he's a jerk. So then I think, okay, so he gets taken to the isolation room, and he gets probably a needle in the butt, I would imagine, or unless he took it willingly. Then 2 hours later, like, I was told if he's let out of the hospital, he's going to be or let out of isolation, he would be put under 24-hour guard or put into another department. This was apparently not true, because 2 hours after he was put into isolation, he was free to go where he wanted on the ward. And not only that, but so that they could have a better eye on him, they put him in the room directly fucking next to mine. This made me feel incredibly unsafe, and every time the door would open, I would jump up, kind of on guard, trying to see who was coming in. Was it him again? And I complained to the nurses about it. What is this? What's going on? I mean, he's free to do it again. And the nurse said, he wouldn't have hurt you. And I says, he was on top of me in my bed. What's your definition of hurt? So then finally they say, okay, well, we're trying to get someone to come watch him. There's no one to watch him. There's no one. But meanwhile, he's walking around. So why couldn't they send him to another ward meanwhile? Couldn't they have left him a little longer in isolation? Something until then. But then that night, okay, he has a guard. The next day, he doesn't have a guard. And then I'm saying, you know what? Either you let me sleep in isolation while he's free to walk around, or I don't take my night meds and I do not sleep all night so that I can be on guard and protect myself the way you are not protecting me. So, bye! I'm angry. I made a complaint to the commissar, but ombudsman. I don't know what's happening with that. I also made a police report against the gentleman Fathead. And I'm waiting to hear back from, I guess it would be, what would we call it, Special Victims Unit or something. And so that's what happened. And I want to just fucking shake the world or something, make it come back in a different direction or different order and make it better. Who does that? Who lets the protocol of the hospital would have been that I or he would have been put into a different ward. And he was smiling at this other girl afterwards, smiling at her. And I had the nurse warn the girl, don't sit with him. He's dangerous. This could turn out badly, because he was smiling so much at her when she sat with him. And I said, tell her, because she's in danger. And so they tell her, and then she comes back into the cafeteria. He's standing across the room with this giant jackass smile on his face. And I give him the big old fuck you. So he stopped smiling. Yay! I get to affect the bastard. So he stopped smiling. I think that he was a little less moving towards her after that. That was good. But I still worried, and I hope that she got out of there soon, because like I got out. I'm in a different ward now, but that's because I was going to be transferred anyways. So okay, so I don't want to just tell like some dumbass story. I mean, it's not a dumbass story. It's a horrible story. I mean, it's a very personal story. But the thing is, I think it kind of has a message sometimes. The way that I used to be such a pushover. You could do anything to me. I would not complain. That's why some kids in school, they used to be able to pull out my hair and push my hair in the snow when they were years younger than me. So they were little things, and they were beating me up because they knew that I would do nothing. And that was my mentality at the time. I wouldn't defend myself. Now I have fire. I don't let this go. No is a sentence. It's 2 letters that are powerful enough to stand on their own. Use them. Use those letters. No. Because don't just sit back and let it happen. You're worth more than that. You're worth more than them disregarding what you go through and making like it's nothing. You get to actually say no is powerful. You get to use it. Everybody gets to use it. I don't know. I'm not giving up on this. I know that some of you know a little bit about this already. I've been posting about it to Facebook and Twitter. So I'm just, I really, if you guys want to talk, if you guys have anything that you're going through that you want to have a little bit of courage to say something, to say your own no, you can contact me and we can go through it together. Okay. So, I don't know, I guess this is my rant, but okay, I'll be back.